Hey, happy December, Roxstars. This is just a little talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all.
All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It's like you can hear it all throughout the store.
This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? Rock stars, I just got a few little things that we need to discuss. Nothing that is feeling like I just had to talk about it though. So this is just kind of one of those type of videos. I guess we can start with politics since that seems to be the biggest story of the day. I read yesterday that 1.1 million Hispanic people stand to be deported from Miami, the Miami-Dade County in Florida, once YSAP takes the seat. They're saying that Miami is going to lose 5% of its working population. Okay. And some people are concerned about what that will do to the economy. According to my notes here, it says experts say that this would be 5% of Florida's population, and that's how many that are living there without legal permission. They also say that those at risk are the temporary protected status people, those on asylum or parole from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, or Venezuela. Also, the DACA kids or deferred action for childhood arrivals. Those are kids that are born to undocumented people. However, they are citizens as they were born here in the United States. Those children will also be shipped away with their parents if if they are a part of that 5% of the population that is standing to go as well. They're very concerned about what's going to happen down there in Miami-Dade County. I think they said 70% of the county is Hispanic, which is interesting that they overwhelmingly voted against their interests and voted for YSAP. I think the general consensus among that community felt that that they weren't going to fall into, because he made it very clear that he was going after illegals that were a problem in the country, meaning those that were drug dealers and other criminals. Those were the people that they were somehow understood to cut them out of the equation, but that is not how it's going to work. And we've seen them talk about it on the news, and them saying that all whole families could be sent back. So yes, come January of next year, there are a lot of people that stand to be getting shipped back home to those places and other places as well. I mean, it's just not just the Latino or Hispanic community that are undocumented workers or undocumented people here in the United States. There are all type of nationalities of people that will fall under that undocumented thing as well. So, but since we know that in this country we have an overwhelmingly large Hispanic population, then and it's been so much talk about the border and down in Mexico, as if Canada, even though it's not as folks are not coming from Canada into the United States wanting to live here instead. So there's that. But yeah, looks like a lot of people are going to be getting sent back. I can't worry about it too much, y'all. I can't worry about it too much. I mean, I hate that for the people, but I mean, you know what it is, what it is. The man said what he was going to do. Like I said, overwhelmingly, they voted for YSAP. 11 percentage points over Kamala Harris. Okay. So it wasn't like a race to the finish or anything. I mean, he fully outpaced Kamala. So that's what they wanted, and that's what they got. Speaking of YSAP, he has chosen Kash Patel as the person to head the FBI, and the peoples are upset about it. They are not happy about it because we know that Kash Patel was a loyalist to YSAP, so it's not surprising. He's giving all of the people that were loyal to him these positions. again, he made it very clear, like, you can't even really be mad because he said what he was going to do. This is what's happening now. He's putting people in there who did not turn on him, people who he felt are going to listen to him no matter what. So that's where we are with Kash Patel. The MAGA folks are very happy because Kash Patel has told anybody who would listen that if he is in a position under YSAP, that he is definitely going to go after YSAP's enemies, okay, and that he will use the power of the FBI or wherever he's placed to go after those people. So that's why I was telling you last week that we need to be concerned about our girls, in New York and Georgia. That's what I meant. Like, we're going to have people that are going after folks who didn't agree with YSAP and what he wanted to see for this country. So he's a political executioner, if you will. That's the title that he's given himself. So if he does put Patel in as the FBI director, well, he has to be confirmed in. All right, the Senate has to confirm him in. That's a worry because the Senate is all Republican. So is the House. They're all controlled by the Republicans. So pretty much they're going to confirm this person in unless they do him like they did Matt Gaetz, put so much pressure on him that the Patel guy drops out. But it don't look like the Patel guy is trying to drop out. And I think that he's going to be there. Patel, like Trump, feels like the FBI is very corrupt and feels like they need to fire everybody from the top on down and like bring in a whole new crew that will bring order. Let YSAP tell it. Bring order to this country and to this organization that he has named a hotbed of endemic corruption, and the prosecutors lie, leak, cover up, or twist the truth to accomplish their mission. Okay, that is the sentiment. They feel like the FBI has been out to get YSAP, and now, look, the tables have turned. Again, I can't worry about it. I can't worry about it. I cannot worry about it. One of the Roxstars had inboxed me and told me that in LA, there is at Roscoe's, apparently, I guess the Roscoe's in Long Beach from the video that they sent me, but apparently Roscoe's were YSAP supporters, and they have like a big blow up doll of a big blow up thing in front of the restaurant of YSAP and everything. And the Rockstar was so upset, like, can you believe this? And I was like, child, I'm gonna tell you like I done told everybody else. I cannot worry about it. I'm not gonna work myself up about it. Look, everybody did what they wanted. Y'all won, we lost. We eating the applesauce over here, minding our own business. I don't even know if Roscoe's is still owned by the same people that that Roscoe's was when I was growing up. I believe that it was sold. I used to see the owner of the YSAP. I used to see the owner of Roscoe's on Pico all the time. He used to always be there. But I think I remember a while ago, they said that either they had sold the place or the man did he die or he got sick or something and the family didn't take it. I kind of remember something about it. I didn't look it up because, again, that's just not my problem. Not my problem. That's just not my problem. I don't care. I'm over here. You know what the concentration is for me for 2025 is to retire. Okay, to pay off all my bills. That means taxes included. I don't want to bring nothing into 2026. So 2025, I am focused on paying everything off. That's all I care about. Okay, as long as my family and my friends and my loved ones are still healthy and thriving, that's it. And for those who aren't, we just gonna pray for them and we just gonna move it on along, y'all. Okay. I just wanted to start off on the politics for y'all, let y'all know about that. Oh, also while we're talking about politics, Joe Biden did pardon his son Hunter Biden, And I was very happy to see that. I don't care that there are Republicans and Democrats who are upset about it, feeling like, Biden said that he was not going to interfere just for him to turn around and do it. And I was like, and so, and so what? Okay. It's never fun when the rabbit got the gun, right? Hey, listen, that boy didn't do nothing to hurt nobody. Okay, yes, he did lie to the FBI. He did lie about the gun, the permit, all of that. He's a drug addict. We knew about all that. He was standing to go to jail for 10 years. It seemed like that was excessive. But again, we was all going to play nice. We was all going to play nice when we felt like I think Biden was going to play nice when he felt like the boy might be able to get a fair trial. Okay. But now that we know that the Republicans are in so much in charge, I guess Biden could not close his eyes in final slumber, knowing that his son might still be left to the wolves. Okay. So he pardoned him, and I'm not mad about it. Okay. Not only did he pardon him from that case, but he also pardoned him for anything that might come up between the years of 2014, I think, to 2021, when he was, I guess, in the ravages of his addiction, and some shit might have popped off that we don't quite know about yet. Biden was just like, yeah, we're gonna wipe all that away too. You can't prosecute him for none of that. Okay. And again, I know there are people that are disappointed about it and all that, and honestly, I don't care. I'm glad. I'm glad. It's like score one, score just one too. That is the word, one. All right, because we've been losing, child, but yeah, score one for the other side. I hope that Biden leaves it alone from here on out. Don't say nothing else about it, because it's nothing else to discuss. It's done. Okay. So yeah, that's it for politics. Let's move on to the other topics. All right, you guys. So they say that Draya was served eviction papers, you guys, except that Draya didn't receive the eviction papers. Let her tell it. And now she's found herself in I guess it's been an ongoing, pretty nasty brawl about this property in Los Angeles where Draya has been living. Okay. Now, Draya Michelle, all right, she was with her ex boyfriend for some years, I think 3 or 4 years, Tyron Taylor. He's a football player. You guys know she likes the ballers. I'm just saying, he's a baller. She likes him. From the way that the story reads, it looks like Draya was with Tyron. Maybe they were having problems, but she was trying to stick it out, and then she hit her newest lick and decided to break up with Tyron Taylor. Okay. And when they broke up, I guess they were pretty much realizing maybe the writing was on the wall that the relationship was over. I guess they were pretty friendly with each other still. Tyron had bought some property for the two of them to stay in with the intention of them being together, I'm supposing, until something bigger and brighter and younger and stronger and richer came along. Okay, wasn't quite rich at that time, but the promise of the riches was there. When she broke up with Tyron Taylor, the agreement was that she would stay in the house, and she would rent it from him until she had enough money to purchase the home from him. Okay. And I guess that deal was going on along until old Jalen Green slid in there. Okay. And when that happened, she decided to be in this relationship with Jalen Green. We know that they have a baby together now. They are a family. And again, Jalen Green is real, 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 real rich. I was just like, hell, Jalen could just buy that house for her if he wanted to, but I guess maybe Tyron wouldn't even sell that house to him, because he seems pretty butthurt about this whole situation. But once he realized that they were together, that's when they say the relationship, the platonic business relationship that these two have with each other, went sour. That's when he decided that he did not want her to stay in that house any longer, and he's been trying to get her out ever since. So let Tyron tell it. I hope I'm saying his name right, but let Mr. Taylor say it. He say that he had sent an eviction notification, like to report to court. He had subpoenaed her, and he sent it through the mail, which is a no-no. You know, you cannot guarantee, especially this USPS system these days, child. You can't guarantee that a person would receive a subpoena in the mail. The best way to do it is in person. It's very difficult, especially when a person knows that you're trying to get to them. They will do everything in their power to avoid you. So that's why some people, and then some people are not confrontational and they don't want to have to go through all of that, you know, so they will send it through the mail or tape it to the door or something like that. But in this case, he sent it through the mail. No way to I mean, that shit wasn't even certified mail, you know? So it was just sort of like, we can't tell if that made it to her. It probably did, but she probably ignored it and it went into default. And that is why, while she was out of town on business, her nanny called and said that the sheriffs were there and they were trying to put them out, like right then, saying they got to go. So she sent her lawyer over there to de-escalate the situation. She's still in the home because I used to work at eviction. So what's going to happen is, because she's still in the home, she got it stopped. She didn't get the subpoena. There was no way that Mr. Taylor was able to prove that she received the eviction. That means that they're going to go back to court. The court is going to have to now give her another court date to come back in. Until that time, she's able to stay in the house. If the courts in LA are anything like the courts here in Atlanta, it's backed up. So you usually would get a new date within a month or so. But I know here we was backed up for some months, until we tried to get it all caught up when I was working with eviction court. But yeah, it's gonna be a while still before Draya gets the hell up out of there, and that's probably gonna piss Mr. Taylor off. But it is what it is. I mean, you had told the girl she could stay there, and then you got mad when she went off with this young man. Maybe he thought that he was gonna get her back, or maybe it's just a case of feeling like somebody with more money won. Okay, whatever it is, Draya ain't got to move. At least not right now, and I'm sure that has pissed Mr. Taylor off to no avail. Okay, yeah, you got to know how to work the system, Mr. Taylor. Draya is not new to this; she's true to this. Okay, so you're gonna have to get up pretty early in the morning before you can get one over on old Draya. Okay, Draya say she ain't going nowhere. Child, I just saw this before I came in the car in the studio. You guys, they say that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, what the word is, y'all? They saying that these two are having problems. Well, let me take that back. They're saying that they are professionally separated because their joint brand, the brand of them two together, has taken so many hits that it's not doing them any good. Actually, it is tarnishing their name together. So this is a conundrum because you're married, and you guys want to present yourselves as supporting each other, yet and still the brand as a joint as a whole is no good. So they realize this. I guess their teams realize this, and now they're being advised that they need to just go off and do their own solo thing. Okay. I don't know. That to me sounds like there's trouble in paradise. I'm not really surprised about it, only because, as much as I wanted to really, really like Meghan Markle, I was so excited when they got married, the princess, the whole idea, the wedding, how beautiful, all of that. But over the time, as time went on, I just been sort of like, can't quite put my finger on it, but I just, some things about Megan. I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. That's the best word. I'm just like, I don't know if and it's a shame because we know that man gave up everything. Okay. Decided that he didn't want to be a prince any longer, left the UK, moved here to the United States with his wife and, his family, his kids. Stopped talking to his brother, and even though, you know, they said that they already had like a pretty turbulent relationship anyway, but like kind of like stopped talking to the whole family for Megan. Basically. And now you mean to tell me that this man then gave up everything, and now y'all might not make it? You know, because they're saying that there's still like some rumor floating around that there's going to be you know, a divorce coming up, which I really hope that is not the case, because that man did give up a lot. These two have been through a lot together. Maybe if they didn't have the pressure of trying to look a certain way, you know, maybe they can get past it. But I mean, it's been so much going on. They've made a lot of bad PR moves in my opinion. I feel like they haven't made some of the PR moves haven't been that good. And some of the moves that they made have made you feel like she was the one that was for. Now, whether or not that's true, that's something else. But what I'm saying is, it makes it look like she's the one that's over there calling the shots, telling him what to do, making him leave his family and stop talking to people. And you know, because you're supposed to leave and cleave. That's what the Bible say. The Bible say you leave your family, you start your own family. That's who your family, them your peoples now. Okay, so that's what he did. But it's just sort of like, you know, he gave up a lot as well. So I know one thing: this fucking marriage better work. It has to work at this point. But they're saying that there might be some trouble in paradise, which is too bad. But maybe if they go off and do their own solo things, because I'm sure they have their own solo interests. You know, I was reading something, they were talking about Harry, you know, him being an advocate for the military and helping with those that have been in the military and things that they may be going through. Like maybe that was something that he was passionate about in the past. Maybe that's something he can go back to, you know, and they don't have to be so closely tied together, because for whatever reason, them two as together are off-putting. They're also saying that Prince Harry wants to reconcile with his family. Okay, he wants to go back to the UK. I don't know if he wants to go there permanently, like to live, but he wants to probably go there more and have a more of a relationship. I mean, they have kids together. You know, he wants his kids to know his grandparents and all of that. So, and that's his family. You know, even though they piss you off and everything, at the end of the day, they're still your family. He wants to be around them. She's reluctant to go back to the UK. And again, I totally understand. They treated her horribly. I mean, it was all about this black woman coming in there and, you know, ruining the lineage and all that. They didn't treat her well. So she doesn't want to go back. So I understand that. But, you know, now you got a crossroads, because one person want to go there and the other person wants to stay here, you know. So that's going to be the next problem. And if they can't get a hold of it, you know, their relationship might suffer as a result. We'll see. But how y'all feeling? I mean, how y'all feeling? Do you guys get what I'm saying about Megan? Like, she ain't really done nothing. You know, I wouldn't say she's problematic, but it's something there that I just was like, Now it just might just be me just because of all of the chatter around her and him that's been negative. Maybe it's just me feeding into that and feeling like, you know, but I don't know. It's something there, y'all. I don't know. So, I mean, I hate to see the relationship fall apart, especially because they sacrificed so much trying to make this relationship happen. But yeah, we just gonna hope it works out for the two of them. Y'all hold your heads up. Maybe y'all can sit down and have a talk and come to some agreements and things, and things will get better. I don't know. y'all work that shit out. So this actually came up last week, or maybe even 2 weeks ago. It was right after I did a top of the blog, so that's how it always is. It must have been last top of the blogs that I did. Afterwards, I saw that they declared Wendy Williams permanently incapacitated. Actually, the statement that was put out by her lawyers, guardians, they said that she is cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated. Okay, at just 60 years old, you guys, that is young. She has early onset dementia. Back in 2023, she was diagnosed with that frontal temporal dementia. I think it's very similar to the type of dementia that they said that Bruce Willis have? Don't give me the lion. I didn't research that, but I felt like I remembered reading that a while ago. I think that they have been diagnosed with very similar types of dementia. I know at one time they told us also that Wendy Williams' dementia was brought on also by her alcoholism, that it was brought on earlier, that it probably would have happened, but the alcoholism and the drug addiction that that she's been an addict for so long that it has also taken its toll on her brain. And that's the reason why she is where she is. And basically they're saying that it's a nervous system syndrome that makes it difficult to communicate. Now, we got the first glimpse of that when she fainted on the Wendy Williams show on that Halloween special. That was kind of like the first little inkling that there was something wrong with her health. And then we found out that she had, she was in the sober house. She had been staying there and she was still struggling with her drug and alcohol addiction. And that addiction looks like, at least from what we saw from that alarming documentary last year, or was that this year? No, I think it was last year. God, 2024 just flew by, you guys. But that alcoholism that she has, that addiction, I don't know how anybody could live with the amount of alcohol that she consumes to the point where she can't even lift her head to get out of bed. You guys, I mean, that documentary probably showed us too much. But it also made us very aware of the situation and what they were dealing with over there. And really looks like nobody really knew what to do for Wendy Williams. Well, anyway, now we are here. We haven't seen her since 2023. And I believe that they are going to make sure that they keep her out of the public eye. And that is just so sad, you guys. That is sad. But again, it's not surprising only because in that documentary, we really saw how advanced her situation was. I thought that it had also a lot to do with the fact that she was always just blown in that documentary. She was either drunk or high or both. Okay. We saw that she has a pretty raging addiction to vaping. And yeah, just real sad. Just real sad. That story, the way that story ended, man. So yeah, that's what's going on there. I know a lot of us, a lot of people, I never had a problem with Wendy Williams. I mean, that was her job. And yeah, I know that a lot of people didn't like her, but none of us really would be doing the things that we are doing today if Wendy Williams had not carved out this lane for folks to talk about gossip, entertainment gossip, and things like that. Wendy Williams is definitely somebody that was out there paving the way for many people, even if it's even this is different media. We still would have to pay homage to Wendy because she's done it, and a lot of people forget that about Wendy Williams, but because she wasn't the most likable, and she rubbed so many people the wrong way and talked about so many people. Now people feel like this is what she gets, but this is just not what you get. It's just not what you get. It's not an aha moment. This is, this is terrible that this woman is where she is now, so all we can do is prayers up for her and hope that her family is keeping her comfortable and safe, that she is around her family and not around a whole bunch of New York bank people and lawyers and folks that don't care about her well-being. Let's hope that she's with her family that cares about her well-being, because we also know that even family sometimes don't give a fuck about your well-being when there's money involved. But from what I understand, Wendy Williams' money is gone. Wendy Williams' money is gone. I mean, they're going to take care of her because she has the guardian, the guardian over her bank statements and all her money and everything. But other than that, she has no access to that money. So basically, her money is gone. That's the sad situation, y'all. But anyway, we're going to move on from there. Hopefully, Wendy Williams is still with us. Maybe they can make some strides in her cognitive. Well, they're saying that it's permanently incapacitated. So I think it's a done deal there, you guys. But yeah, sad, huh? That's really sad. And then lastly, in quickies, just a couple of things, you guys. Ray J, before I came out here to do my video, I saw on Instagram that Ray J is letting us know that his car was vandalized. This comes on the heels of Ray J letting us know that somebody shot at him the other day. If this is something that really did happen, his car vandalized, somebody's out to get Ray J, that's too bad. I don't want anything to happen to Ray J. But Ray J has been talking a lot, and Ray J has been goading and pretty much asking for the attention and the smoke. I wish that King Sonia would just get Ray J and sit his ass down somewhere. Okay. Roshan, I can't talk to you right now, girl. I'm trying to do a video. I know you on your way to work, but I'm sorry. I'll call you later. But anyway, yeah, let's hope that Ray J stays safe out there, you guys. And then just the other thing, they say that Drake has inadvertently boosted Kendrick Lamar's sales and streams. They say that his streams went up 20% on all streaming applications, and they say that his sales of all of his music went up 440%, you guys. You see what happened when you keep a motherfucking name in your mouth? I know that Drake is sick, you guys. It's too bad. It's too bad, but I don't know who advised him that that suing thing was going to be the thing to do, because I haven't seen anybody nowhere other than Drake's, stands that pitifully be in them comments trying to take up for him and everything. It's just sort of like, y'all just sit down, baby. Just sit down. But this whole play out, it's almost as if Kendrick Lamar wrote it. Like, it's all playing so well into his hands that Drake is probably over there feeling like this motherfucker can't do no wrong. Like, everything, every move that he makes, it just happens for you. And I told you guys before that when you're a good person, even though you might be losing at some point in the game, okay, all that matters is how you finish. All that matters is how you finish. And also, good people, good things happen to good people. It might take a long time, but it happens. And when people are bad, or when people do folks grimy or dirty or wrong, we might not never see it, but that person still eventually gets theirs. We might be seeing Drake get his this time, though, y'all. We're going to see if he continues on with this petition. If he continues on just trying to set up this lawsuit, or if he decides to let it go. But I'm telling you, 95% of the people all feel like this was like a trash ass move. Like, really, you are in hip hop, the culture alone. You ought to know that motherfuckers don't sue somebody over, what was said in a damn song. All right. Even though Drake is saying more than that, but that's how the public perceives it. You mad about not like us. Okay. And now all of a sudden you pointing fingers on things that might have helped Kendrick as if they ain't helped you in the past before. Okay, so yeah, y'all. And lastly, while we talking about K Dot, I know y'all saw that Kendrick Lamar, because I just posted it on my Instagram, that Kendrick Lamar is going on tour, grand tour next year, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hold up. Where you from? Bobby. When I hear music, it makes me dance. Yeah, you guys, we're excited. I am definitely going. The ticket sales for pre-sale on Visa goes up tomorrow. I'm not sure what card it is. He just said Visa pre-sale. I was like, Visa what? Like, is it just Visa period? Like, if I got a Visa, I can get the pre-sale? I'm gonna have to look into it, y'all. But yeah, we real excited about it. Like I said, 2025 already looking better, y'all. Let's get this trash ass 2024 out the way so we can get to some good music and some good times next year. Y'all going to the concert? All right, you guys, that is it. I'm going to run. I thought about, it's early. I came out here early. I took an early lunch. I'm gonna run and go get me something to eat and bring it back to the office so I ain't gotta go back out. Because when I tell you it is we do this every single week. So make sure you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.